behalf of our major pension systems and also the deferred comp system of Ohio. We have brought this case under state securities law, which is similar to what California has done. We will be pursuing direct recovery on their behalf. We do not intend this to be a class action.
What specifically are you asking for in this?
We're asking for recovery of hundreds of millions of dollars from the rating agencies for our pension systems and the deferred comp system in Ohio. We also will be interested, as we always are, in corporate governance changes going forward. The market is imposing a new discipline on a lot of these things, and the regulators have gotten busy in Washington, which they were slow to the game for many years. But these lawsuits are an important part of accountability on this issue.
Do you have a breakdown of...
Could you identify whoever speaks when...
Yeah, sure. My name is Tim Engelbarger. I'm with Pensions and Investments.
Okay.
You've got the number here, $457 million. Do you have a breakdown of how that would go to, what would go to which pension fund, or how that breaks out?
I do not, and I want to caution that that is our preliminary estimate. It is a number that could well change as discovery proceeds, and we know more about the details of what was done on the rating agency side. But that's the number we're beginning with in this case, and again, I would caution it's a preliminary number at this point. But it's a number we spent some time over.
Which are these investments that went to zero, and so there's no hope that as the market recovers, pension funds can get some of that back as they are with other investments?
No, there's a range. The investments are different. Some of them may have lost all value. Some of them may have lost significant value. It's just a range. It's a significant category of different investments, and it's impossible to generalize. They aren't all the same.
But how about with mortgage-backed securities?
Again, that in and of itself is a basket full of investments, and they differ depending on who the issuer was and depending on what the assets were that backed it and how they have fared in the marketplace.
So does that mean that $457 million number changes as the market fluctuates and can be reduced if it, continues to improve?
I think it's unlikely that it will be reduced. It is possible that it will increase as we know more. But we've done an analysis together with the pension systems and deferred comp system of what the exposure is. This is our best preliminary estimate and the grounds on which we're filing suit today.
Will you work with California at all, and how similar is your case to theirs?
The cases are similar, but obviously different. They're both brought under state law, and the laws of California are different from the laws of Ohio, although we're talking about the kind of blue sky laws that have been on the books in states for decades. They share similar basic features. I think that our theories of the case are relatively similar, and then the facts will differ from one state to another depending on the experience their pension systems had, the kind of investments they made, the extent to which they relied upon the rating agencies, and other factors that will differ from one state to another.
Any idea how many people were affected by this?
That's a good question. I would say hundreds of thousands. You talk about the Public Employees Retirement System in Ohio, which is one of the plaintiffs today, the State Teachers Retirement System, and this affects not only retirees but current members, the Police and Fire Pension Fund, the school employees non-teaching, and then the deferred comp program, which takes in many state employees. And of course in Ohio, our lead pension systems not only involve state employees, but a lot of local employees as well. So it's a large number of people who are affected, and then you extend that to their families, and you get a very large number of people who I think are affected by the misconduct we're alleging in this case.
Are the effects of these losses observable today, or will be some time before those funds feel that as it gets spread out to the actual investors?
No, the damage has been felt. You can't bring a lawsuit based on speculation about damage that might occur at some future time, or at least not with a great prospect of success. This damage has been felt, and that's what we're seeking redress for.
Do you believe that investors are able to more fully trust what the rating agencies say today as opposed to what they were telling us a year or two ago?
You know, that'd be sheer speculation on my part, but my guess is that efforts like this and efforts at the federal level, which are intended to and will succeed in restoring confidence into the marketplace. It is a shame that we went through a period where the conduct on Wall Street was such that ordinary Americans who were encouraged to invest in American capitalism and provide the funding for capital investment to fuel employment and business in this country have had to suffer a period where they won't have to wonder, what did they know, how much of this was an insider game, how much of it was rigged to their detriment, and that certainly discourages them from coming back to the market with any degree of confidence. Part of what we're fighting for here is not just accountability in the system for what has been done, but to shore up confidence in the system going forward. You know, I would say that we work to make progress on that every day with efforts like these.